Okay, story time. So I met this guy offline, the mess around with the mess around. I entertained him for about a month and then we decided to link up. I live out here in, at the time, Austin, Texas, but I live in a different city now. I'm still in Texas. And he lived in like East Texas. Like, I forgot the name of the city, but he's East Texas, about 2 hours away. So it was like, oh, okay, I think we should link. I said, like, yeah, I wouldn't mind seeing you in person. So I drove out there. He got my nails done, my toes done. We went out to dinner, and I wasn't feeling him in person. I wasn't feeling him. He didn't have the same energy that he was giving me online. But backing on that. So what he did for a living was he didn't drive trucks. He was a dispatcher. So he lived in this like a mobile trailer in like the middle of nowhere. It's like deserted. I'm all like, this is where you live at? He was like, yeah. I mean, there was like no Walmart. It was like a Family Dollar in that rural town. It was much. I was all like, oh my gosh. In a double wide trailer, him and his other co-workers, and all they do is dispatch trucks for the trucking company. So he say, listen. So we went out to eat. We went out to Cheddar's. I let me some Cheddar's, and then we were having a conversation. Before, the buzzer that they give you, okay. So backing on up again. So the reason why he didn't drive out to me is because he has cataract in one of his eyes. One of his eyes has a condition to where it's like blurred vision, and he wasn't comfortable driving out to see me. And with him living in like that dirt desert area and the dust and stuff, it made it worse. So he had like a really bad eye infection. So that's why he didn't come see me. So he wore his shades. It was kind of grayish blue. Like, he not going blind. I know he had work in one eye, his good eye, but he procrastinated on getting work in that second eye for whatever reason. So one eye good, one eye bad. He wasn't comfortable driving. I was like, don't even worry about it. I come out to you. You finna get my nails in. You finna get my toes in. It's the least I can do. So so we at the restaurant. And we had a good time in the spot. Like, we was chatting, we was talking or whatever. And then we get to the restaurant. It's a long line. We get our buzzer. We still have a chit chat. And then I noticed that my phone was in the car. So I hand the buzzer to him. I ran to the car, get my phone. Somebody called me. It was probably a lengthy call because by the time I got back into the restaurant, he didn't order drinks and ate up all the cheese bread. So I was like, you ain't gonna save me no cheese bread? Okay. Or no chips and salsa? Okay. So you got your drink. You didn't think about giving me no water with lemon slice? Okay. Anyways, so I go ahead and have a seat, right? And that's the thought process. Like, nigga, this is the first impression. Like, that's the least you can do. So I had to be gone 5, maybe 10 minutes. They called us. They brung out the stuff. It was gone. Not one crumb left for your girl. Not one drink order left. And I was like, okay, cool. So he probably just don't know what I want. So I told him what I wanted. I went to the bathroom. He got a second drink. Bro, I just told you, give me a lemonade with a water, and I'm finna go to the bathroom. If they come back and I'm not here. Anyways, okay, so I'd say I'm gonna send my ass at this motherfucking table so I can catch her with it when she comes, so I can tell her what I want. So I put in my order. I know I got me my favorite sandwich from, it's like a sandwich and fries or something in there. Cheddar broccoli soup is bomb. So I got that, the usual from Cheddar's. And he was hesitant of getting some chicken wings or some nachos. I said, just go for the nachos. Rightfully so. Wrong choice. I should have never did that. So he got the plate of nachos. Baby! When I tell you, he fucked them nachos up like he ain't never ate before. I was really trying to gain my composure. And like at this dinner table because I never seen nothing like it. Baby had a white tee on. By the time we left that restaurant, baby had smears of nacho cheese sauce all over his shirt. I was like, we walking through the restaurant, you looking like a 2-year-old, bro. Like, I can't. So so while he was eating, I kept on passing him napkins because like cheese sauce was just dripping. And it was one of those habits where you can't shift it closer so he can eat. So he was eating from like, he had a gut on him. He was just eating from from back in. I was like, just scoot up closer. He was like, oh, I can't. This table and I can't move. And I was like, okay, never mind. Forget about it. Just eat comfortably because we finna get up out of here in a minute in my mind. So I said, oh no, this is not gonna work because it was one thing for you to not be a gentleman and, you know, order my stuff for me, even though I told you was to get the second round. Okay, first round, okay, he didn't know. He probably didn't know no better. But the second round, I verbally told you, and you still failed to do that. Okay, and then you ordered them nachos in front of a lady, and you ate them as if you ain't got no home training, like you was starving. And that was a turnoff for me. And then another turnoff was when we were leaving, and I was taking him back to where he was at. He was like sleep, like knocked out, dead, snoring like a grizzly bear. Like there was no end cap. There was no, can I get to know you? Could we move forward? It was none of that. I dropped him off and I dipped. I said, I can't do this. And I told my cousin, she's all like, girl, maybe he was nervous. Maybe he didn't know. Maybe I'm all like, there's no excuse. We're both grown adults. I said, when you invite somebody out to dinner, I mean, no matter where the location is, you want to conduct yourself like an adult. I said, ain't no way. I said, ain't no way I'm gonna be chowing down some food in a public establishment and then I'm just looking like, child. I'm looking like, child, I know he not got no nacho cheese sauce. And baby, he got the napkins and he wasn't like patting the cheese sauce, like he was smurring that shit off, just smurring it, balling up the napkin, smurr. I was like, just pat it so you won't smear it. That's a white tea, you don't want. I was like, I'm gonna just throw it in the trash and I'm gonna just consider it done. I'm all like, oh, okay. But online, I mean FaceTime, going to sleep together on the phone with this man, it was all the vibes. But in person, it was a different vibe. And I was like, I can't and I won't. And then, oh, I didn't tell you about the nail shop part. Oh, baby, let me tell you. So this story all over the place. Okay, I'm gonna get my life one day. So listen, we had went to the nail shop, like I said, and I asked him, I said, why you not, because we both were supposed to get manicure and pedicure. I said, why you not getting your nails and toes done? He was like, it was packed. It had to be like a holiday weekend or something. It was super packed. I was like, no, you just go. And I was like, are you sure? He was like, yeah. And then when I seen him start to take his shoes off, he had like alligator feet. Like it was crusty, like the nails was bent up, like it was bad. He had horrible feet. He doesn't take care of his hygiene because you know how somebody Lord please forgive me, you know how big people, like they so big, like the ankles are swollen and you can't see the ankle. It was like that, and he couldn't bend over and touch his toe, so therefore he wasn't take care of his feet properly. It's a turn off for me. I need you to be able to scrub the bottom of your feet as a man or a lady. Like, take care of that. And I'm glad that we was about to go get a pedicure, but he didn't get a pedicure, he didn't get a manicure. He just sat there and watched me, you know, get it. And I told him, I said, we made an appointment, like, get it done. Maybe he was embarrassed, maybe he was ashamed to take off his shoes, but when I seen that, I was all like, oh, okay, that makes sense, because he had to change to go to the restaurant. I'm like, you need to, put on something else. We out here running errands and everything, but you need to get changed. We're gonna go eat. So yeah, when I seen that, I said, But again, as friends, and I'm glad that I didn't attach myself just to everything he was saying online. I said, oh, I have to see this in person. And that's why I really prefer to meet guys in person than online, because I could have seen him. We could have went out sooner. I could have did a little bit more spot checks versus, on the phone, long distance, can't pull up, what you doing, all that stuff. So with that being said, I prefer in person than online, guys. And I went on a couple dates like that. Like, he wasn't the only one. I mean, he was the one that stood out to me the most, because it was just trigger after trigger after trigger. Okay, you don't take care of your feet. You eat like a 2-year-old. You don't follow directions when I ask you to tell them to give me something to eat. So it was just like little things. And then on the way back, like, you knocked out sleep. You know how you eat so good, you just fall asleep in the car, snore like a grizzly bear. I said, I know you lying. Ain't no way. Ain't no way. So yeah, so that was just one dating story I had. And where is he at now? I don't know. I don't know. It's been a couple years since I encountered that man, and I have no idea where he's at. Couldn't tell you if I wanted to. But I know he deactivated all his socials and blocked me probably because we didn't progress longer. But I rather do 1 month than 3 months than 9 months, and then having to end it like that. So my max for online dating is try to meet up within the first 30 days, so you know what you're dealing with. If you so you know what you're dealing with. That's just my opinion, y'all. Well, that's all I have for now. I will see y'all in the next video.